Welcome to Segovia. Let's spend the day visiting one of the most beautiful cathedrals in Spain. We're also gonna visit the castle that inspired Disney and eat some yummy food. We're gonna do a tapas crawl, eat the famous Cochinillo, and of course visit the aqueduct. Segovia is the perfect day trip from Madrid and cities nearby. Located just northwest of the capital, this historic city feels like stepping straight into a fairy tale. Getting here couldn't be easier. We took the AVE, Spain's high-speed train, and it was clean, fast, and super reliable. Once you arrive at Segovia's station, it is very straightforward. Just follow the exit sign, step outside, and you will find taxis or a blue bus that takes you straight to the city center. One of the things that you need to do in Segovia is a tapas crawl. It is a must. Segovia is small and the main street for tapas is Calle Infanta Isabel. Along this street you will find tons of tiny local bars serving tapas pretty much all day. Our first stop was Bar Los Tarines and it was perfect. We had white wine from Segovia, Spanish tortilla, croquetas and jamón ibérico. I truly think cutting jamón properly is an art and it makes it taste even better. We even met the owner, Miguel. He and his wife make all the food and we ended up sharing some wine together.
¿Es de Segovia?
Sí.
Chin chin. Oh.
Our next stop was Bar El Sitio, and you guys, it doesn't get more local than this. In Segovia, when you order a drink, you usually get a free tapa, which is amazing. We ordered white wine and we were served patatas revolconas, a super traditional dish from Segovia, and it was absolutely delicious. We also tried some mini sausage with potatoes and fried mushrooms. And after that, we wanted to sit outside and get some fresh air, so we headed towards the main plaza. The walk there was beautiful, and since we visited during Christmas, everything looked especially magical. We ended up at La Concepcion. While the food was just okay, the view was a solid 10 out of 10, so I definitely recommend stopping here for a drink and enjoying the scenery. Alright guys, we've been here for a couple hours. Matt, what do you think about the food, the service?
Me encanta Segovia. The first place, insane, awesome, great service, super Spanish, super local vibe. I love it. Second place, very much so the same, and then we're at the third stop now in the Pinchos Tapas crawl. This place a little bit less Pincho and Tapa bar Spain vibey. We also came a little bit later and we sat at a table instead of sit at the bar, so you're gonna get that. But so far, very small town, very freaking cool. Love it.
Our next bar was Hotel Restaurante San Miguel, and here we got the scrambled eggs with mushroom. Here is the moment of truth. We also ordered empanadillas with tomato, and as the day went on, the streets got busier and busier. This area was about 95% locals, I would say, and all you could hear was Spanish, and the atmosphere felt so authentic. There are so many people here, you guys, so pretty much 80% of the street, it's people out getting tapas, drinking, and just hanging out.
I've never experienced this before, but if you're looking for the ultimate going out Spanish tapas locals experience, that's it.
And after all that savory food, we were definitely ready for something sweet, so we went looking for ponche segoviano, the most famous dessert in Segovia, and yes, we found it, so we had to try it.
This is the famous postre dessert dish of Segovia. I have no idea what it is, but I'm about to try it.
Wow, I don't know.
No, it's crema de queso adentro. ¿Sí?
Sí, bizcocho, crema pastelera, yema y mazapán.
Another place you should definitely stop while walking around Segovia is Casa de los Picos. Its iconic facade is made up of more than 600 granite pyramid-shaped blocks, making it one of the most distinctive buildings in the city. Right behind Casa de los Picos, you will find this beautiful viewpoint overlooking the city, and just next to it, there's this tiny street that leads you straight to one of Segovia's absolute must-sees, the Aqueduct of Segovia. This incredible Roman aqueduct dates back to the late 1st or early 2nd century and is one of the best preserved Roman structures in the world. Built without mortar, the massive granite blocks stay in place purely through precision engineering. The aqueduct once carried water from the Sierra de Guadarrama to the city and was in use for nearly 2,000 years. Today is the symbol of Segovia and an unforgettable sight, especially when you see it rise dramatically above the streets of the modern city. Right next to the aqueduct, you will find one of the most popular places in Segovia to eat cochinillo, so of course we had to go in. Cochinillo is traditional roast suckling pig, famous in Segovia for its incredibly crispy skin and tender meat. Segovia is especially known for this dish because of its long roasting tradition and strict standards. We ate at the one and only Mesón de Cándido, one of the most iconic restaurants in the city, and what makes it so famous is the tradition of cutting the cochinillo with the edge of a plate instead of a knife, proving just how tender it is. This tradition was officially authorized by King Juan Carlos I, who gave Cándido permission to break the plate afterward, a ritual that has since become one of Segovia's most famous dining experiences. Mesón de Cándido still practices this historic tradition today, so enjoy this.
Señores, bienvenidos. ¿Por qué yo aquí? En ocasión de su visita a nuestra mi noble, muy ciudad de Segovia. Aquí, bajo las itinerarias piedras del acueducto que luego Roma. Cortamos el cochinillo asado con el plato, antigua tradición que se hace en este mesón. Siempre es necesario tener un permiso real que ustedes hoy tienen aquí. Dice así, concejos, justicia, regidores, damas, caballeros, escuderos oficiales, hombres buenos que mayores. Sabed que el mi alto, muy esclarecido señor, nuestro señor el rey de Enrique, por placer viene merced a Pedro Cuellas, aposentador real, fundador de este mesón, a cuanto le sucediera es una quería. Otorgó privilegio para que con el ceremonial debido pudiese hacer el trinchado asaz de nochoncillo, a la manera ruda, patriarcal, como de los siglos, los hicieron remotos pobladores de estas tierras. Por ende, por el privilegio de su aumentado, hijo de Cándido, fue mesonero mayor de Castilla. Fue refrendado por su majestad el rey, don Juan Carlos I de España, lo paga en continente y para la hermosa señoría. Por ustedes, buen provecho. ¡Feliz Navidad! ¡Felicidades! Por ustedes.
It was truly an experience I'll never forget, and seeing it all in person was incredibly special. That being said, if you don't want to eat cochinillo, or you are in the mood for something different, or you cannot get reservations into a specific restaurant, the great thing about Segovia is that it has so many amazing restaurant options. For example, we went to Mesón Casa Duque the night before for dinner, and it was honestly one of the best meals of our lives. The quality of the meat here in Segovia is amazing, and it just shows that in Segovia, you have plenty of incredible choices no matter what you're craving. Another must-do in the city is visiting the Alcazar of Segovia. It is one of Spain's most iconic castles, and it truly looks like it belongs in a storybook. Perched dramatically on a rocky cliff at the meeting point of two rivers, it has guarded the city for centuries. Its origins go back to the Roman times, but the castle as we see it today began to take shape in the 12th century. Over the years, it served many roles. It was a royal palace for Castilian kings, a military fortress, a state prison, and even a military academy. One of its most famous moments in history is that Queen Isabella I was crowned here in 1474, an event that shaped the future of Spain. Inside you will find richly decorated rooms, armor and tapestries that tell the story of its royal past. And fun fact, the Alcazar fairy tale towers are said to have inspired Walt Disney's Snow White Castle. Last but not least, a must-do here in the city is visiting the Cathedral of Segovia, known as the Lady of Cathedrals. It is one of the last great Gothic cathedrals built in Europe. Construction began in the 16th century after the city's original cathedral was destroyed during a revolt against King Charles I. Located in Segovia's main plaza, it was designed to reflect power, faith, and stability during a changing time in Spain. Inside, you will find beautiful stained glass chapels and a peaceful atmosphere that contrast perfectly with the lively square outside. Segovia is truly beautiful, and these are the main highlights you can see if you're visiting for just one day. Of course, there's so much more to discover. There are additional churches. We even saw a beautiful nativity scene inside the church, and as you walk around, you will naturally stumble upon charming streets and more local bars like we did. You can also enjoy an amazing breakfast or brunch if you want to switch things up from tapas. We tried one spot that was a solid 10 out of 10. Honestly, a big part of the fun is just walking through the tiny streets, getting lost, discovering Segovia little by little, and soaking in all the history around you. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel for more travel guides like this. I will see you in the next video. Adios!